Sziasztok, ez itt a kis szoba. Havonta jelentkező videós koncertsorozat és rádióműsora a Macsú Rádión. Ez az első felvételünk, még pilot verzió. Első vendégünk a denevér zenekar, tagjai Szigeti Árpád és Sebastián Lozano.
Sziasztok!
Sziasztok!
Szia!
Most rendhagyó módon a műsor magyar és angol nyelven fog folyni, az interjú beszélgetés, de a jövőben az a célunk, hogy főleg magyarul szóljanak, vagy fussanak az interjúk. Okay, so can you please tell us how the band came together and how did you guys meet? What was the initial concept of the band?
So we met because I applied to Arpi has a risography press and studio, and I applied to volunteer or like as an intern in his studio, and then they accepted me. Like he and Jofi Rumi, and then basically we started to hang out. I stopped doing anything related with printing. I just would go there and just like hang out, and then it was like Arpi was playing in my Verian Sansculot before. And I was like, hey, do you want to play music? And I was like, yeah, let's go, let's fucking go. And that's how it happened.
And about your sound and this genre of music?
It's turned out quickly that we have a same taste in music, let's say.
Yeah,
no?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have a drummer. Is it a conscious decision, or it just happened to be like that? Was it just the two of us first?
I think it's an aesthetic decision at the beginning. Like we really like the sound of like the 707 or like this 80s sound of drumming, and then within time we realized how easy and chill was to go with Rolika.
Ah, okay.
And sorry, it's not a Rolika, it's
Bossica.
But and then it just stayed, and I also like the fact that you can pump it as loud as you can, so it has like a little bit this clubby vibe, if you can tell, but I think that's it, just between practicality and sound. That was both at the same time.
Yeah, but you had a drummer, I remember one time at Colorado Festival.
Yeah, but that was the only.
Yeah.
That was like, let's just try.
Just try.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
It was very fun. Oliver is a great drummer. It was like very fun thing to mount, but I think it sounded different too. Like it was like a completely different experience. So I think it was good for that point.
But on that concert we had him, but we also had some songs without him, so it was like build up.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. I was there. It was nice.
Thank you.
And can you mention some music influences and inspirations that inspired your sound or music? Any bands?
Well, I mean, of course, we listen to all the classic 80s, goth music, like The Cure, Joy Division, and all this stuff. But everything that has come after in the revivals, we listen to it a lot. We listen to Black Marble. I don't know. I we listen to a lot of different kind of music, to be honest. So it's we just got into this because we like it. But yeah, sorry, I cannot tell cool bands like everyone is
That's okay. That's cool. And how much you incorporate your international roots into the music? You're writing the lyrics, or is it a common work?
It's him.
Yeah, we have one song though that we asked that we had a book of Penny Rimbaud, and then that's another a third contributor of the band, but it was just one song. Yeah. And then actually Arpi was more present in that, but mostly I'm now, for example, I'm writing more in Spanish, and I just took the show.
That's okay. Yeah, that's cool. And you are also involved in graphic design and visual design. You mentioned that you applied for this studio. We will talk about that as well. And what is this weird fascination for drying racks in your covers and the posters? Is there any meaning behind it?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the picture of a drying rack on a friend's Instagram, and I was like, wow, looks super cool. And it was just like a drying rack on the grass.
So poetic.
Yeah, like everything and nothing at the same time. No, but then
But
were
now
like,
we know.
Yeah, no, and then I think it was like once we were in a bar, and then we started talking about this, and we tried it like, oh, this looks cool, and that's how it became. And then I don't know.
It was very organic.
Yeah, I don't think we thought about it that much.
Not at all.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have to, actually.
It did resemble to us like some kind of like flying animal, or like kind of like these Da Vinci helicopters, you know, when he had
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this crazy ass.
Yeah, but you are the ones who designed the albums and posters and everything, so I think it ties together the visual identity and the music really nicely. Is it also like a decision that you are the ones who design these?
Yeah, because I don't know. Yeah.
Usually because we have to do it, like fuck, we have to do like a poster or like a flyer or a post or something. Like, okay, let's do it real quick.
And like imagine if we should have asked someone to designing. It's so, I don't know, lame, because we are also designers, so
yeah,
we should do it.
Yeah, actually, it's not because we want to take all the credit, it's just like practical. But
Yeah.
we love a lot of like people, we are surrounded by a lot of very talented people, so there is always an option to give it to other person too.
Igen, és ezzel kapcsolatban most feléd fordulnék, Árpád. Te korábban voltál a Maiberian Soundsculptsban is, mint basszusgitáros, illetve társalapítója vagy a Hurricane Pressnek, amiről már szó volt, ez egy független nyomda és egy ilyen mikrokiadó, illetve az Ukmukfuk Zinfesztiválnak vagy a szervezője.
Mennyi minden, wow.
I did my research, igen. És ezzel kapcsolatban csak azt szerettem volna kérdezni, hogy most inkább az ilyen vizuális projektek felé, vagy ez van inkább a fókuszban most nálad? Ez az egyetlen zenei projekted jelenleg? Ez az egyetlen,
de igen, ez az egyetlen zenei projektem, és nem is nagyon fér bele más, mert ezekkel nagyon eszik az időt, és ezért is kellett ott hagynom a Maiberiant, mert túl sok volt már azzal a zenekarral, túl sok idő volt a szervezés, meg igen.
És about, Sebastian, you mentioned that you came because of this, was it like an internship or something, or you just applied?
Yeah, that was my first approach, but some kind of, it was more like, there was like a particular task, like we could do like some kind of trade. Like they need to mount something in InDesign or something.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that we got a lot of email like for internship people, and we usually say no. I don't know why we said yes to Sebastian, but it was like, yeah, let's try him.
It was destiny.
Yeah.
And how long have you been in Budapest now?
I think like 6 years now, something like that.
And are you involved in any other type of music project? Or
I mean, like I'm always making something, but lately I did like a record alone, which is like called Pepe Tapia, and that's like, I don't know, like eggish punk or something, but I don't know, like very simple, homemade. But that's it. Like besides, then I think I put all my energy in denevér, and if we cannot play or record, I might do something else. But that's how it goes usually.
Yeah, but it's good that both of you focus on this band only. It's really nice. And do you consider yourself as part of one of the music communities here or any scene here in Budapest? What is your impression of the scene, or are you feel part of?
I mean, I feel very welcomed around like the people that invite us to gigs or bands that invite to play with us. I wouldn't say besides that, we don't really hang out, but I think there is like this heavy support when it comes to making shows happen and like lending equipment and stuff like this. That's all I can say. There's a lot of very, very nice people that I got to know because of playing music, and I think that's the best thing from all of this, what I can say.
Amen.
Yeah, and finally, what's next for denevér? Are you planning to release any new material, festivals, anything?
We do recorded a whole album, and it's gonna come out soon in June.
Yeah, we're planning to release it physically the 28th of June, digitally somewhere before. It's gonna be a physical record in vinyl, We don't. The record label doesn't have a name yet, but it's made by Max Sinclair, and yeah, and that is gonna happen here in Goya too, like the lemezbutáló, and yeah.
When? What's the date?
28th of June. We have some bands confirmed. We have Hexa, we have Ver, and we have
Energia 80.
Energia 80, and Soviet from Page, this
DJing.
And then maybe we'll have someone else. We haven't finished the whole grill.
Yeah, but you have a really nice lineup already, so it will be really cool. And also you mentioned that this whole set is from the new album, right?
Yeah, so the album is gonna have like 3 songs that are already online, and then we're gonna play the first 2 that we played. They're part of the new album. They're not online, and then we're gonna just add some singles. We are gonna reinvent one from the EP that we want to remake. I don't know. And yeah, it's gonna be 11 songs. It's gonna be called Economía Doméstica, and it's kind of like this umbrella term about like. How do you say, like safe space or like emotional confidence, like within like what you could call your home, while systematically everything around is a little bit like bleeding through the walls. So that's it basically.
And is it mostly in Spanish, you mentioned?
Yeah, it's like 2 songs in English and the rest of the album is in Spanish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Lo siento.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, and thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you,
for
guys.
inviting us.
Yeah, and take it away.
city. Hard enough of the heat of the 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 city. Hard enough of the sun of the city. Hard enough of the sun of the city. Solid, never lost. And the frame of my windows, we collapse. The smell of peace, the stench of milk, the shape of bricks, it looks like. The smell of peace, the stench of milk, the shape of bricks, it looks like. Hard enough for the heat of the city. 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 Hard enough for the sun of the city. Hard enough for the heat of the city. Hard enough for the sun of the city. Hard enough for the heat of the city. Hard enough and I will do it. Hard enough and I will do it. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Like My Tunes. Thank you, Goya.